project I've been wanting to do day. That project is we're going to be putting plastic down, following this water line all the way down to the pond. Probably not going to have enough rocks. There's plenty around. I just don't have enough probably here. So my goal today, because it's actually going to rain tomorrow and the next day, is to get the plastic laid down all the way to the river, get rocks down the middle, and then some rocks on the side to hold it from, you know, flopping over, maybe the wind or whatever. It's actually windy today, but the wind's high. It's only going across the treetops, so it doesn't come down too low. Anna helped me cut the plastic, and this plastic is from the chicken coop. Not going to say anything else about that. And the funny thing is when I took the plastic down in the chicken coop, I was looking for wood that I knew I bought for the roosts in there, and I couldn't find it. Well, guess what? It was holding up the plastic. So, two good things happened. I found it, and the plastic's out of the chicken coop. It's actually going to be pretty warm today. So we cut them in 1.5 meter strips. I'm concerned about this spot. I think it needs to be wider. So I'm going to lay the plastic down and see what happens. I actually filled in the hole a little bit, you know, with some big rocks, because otherwise when I put the plastic down and put rocks in, the depth would have sucked the plastic into the hole and it wouldn't have been very wide. So hopefully this will be enough. If I lay it there and it looks like it's not going to work, I got some other plastic that I can fold up and cut a bigger square, and I'll just put it down first and then lay this underneath of it. doesn't look great right now. Oh, I'm lightheaded. But I think as I add more rocks and stuff, and the one thing we do have, we have a big excavator we're trying to get to come in. We have some spots we need to fix on the property. We're going to have them dump dirt in here, bring this up because it stays wet, and then I'm going to have them dump like a load on this side, so I can make a kind of a berm into here. Once it gets to here, it's fine. It's just in this area. Okay, I'm done for the day. Tired, so I'll show you what I got so far. I filmed all of it because we're just throwing rocks, putting down plastic, but at least I showed a little bit of it. I'll show more as we get down towards the end, but right now this is what we got. We built up this side a little bit, and gonna probably build up right here a little bit more, and this way it's got more of a trough type look, and this way the water doesn't actually leave and go out. And this area is pretty good, but I did already dig a little bit to kind of bring that in a little bit. Gonna do this down there. Actually don't need to. And let's see if I can do this without falling again. This is pretty deep, so this spot right here, we're probably going to take these rocks off. I'm going to build this up a little bit so that there's more of a tumble effect of the water going down to the next level. And again, create oxygen. It makes a nice sound. Listen. And we still have more areas here. I'm actually contemplating on simplifying this. I know it goes around this way, but I am going to dig a trench here to right here, because this is a pretty good sized drop. One, it'll be straight, and two, I can kind of make it more how I want. Be easier to lay the plastic, and I should get a nice tumble sound effect. So that may be hard because I think it's pretty, this is pretty hard here. You can see the water's not eroding it, but I got my favorite tool, the pickaxe, so I'll just use it. Been picking up rocks out here to help with this. But tomorrow, we're supposed to get rain. I don't know if it's going to be heavy or light, but I'm going to come out and videotape, see how the water is running through. But we'll have to wait for that pond to get high enough so it starts coming out there. Okay, so we had an excavator come in, so some things changed, but I also was doing some work and had help, but didn't have the camera handy, so I didn't videotape some of the work we did on the Little Rock River I'm doing from the small pond to the big pond. And I'm pretty excited because it's doing what I want it to do. And the big thing is aesthetics. I want it to look nice, right? And Anna and the Meninos have been, the boys have been planting plants around the edges of the river, so I think it's going to have in a year or two a very nice look. So let me show you what it looks like now, because I'm probably not going to videotape any more work on here. I may show some progress as we add rocks to it, because as I go through and I rototill the property and stuff and I get rocks, I set them aside and then I bring them over here. So it's not something I can do in 1 or 2 days or something like that. And it's pretty heavy work, but here we go. So here is our first spot the water coming in here is already generating some oxygen, and that's a big deal. It's tumbling in. Most of this in here really doesn't generate a lot of oxygen because it's not, you know, water falling, and it's not going fast enough to cause a lot of turbulence. But it does do it in a couple spots. So the next spot is right here. I think I'm going to take the rocks off this spot. It's actually at a spot where there's a seam in the plastic, and I'm going to do what I did at the very end, and I'll show you that in a minute. But what I did is I took a half round piece of cement and I put under the plastic, and it creates a much sharper drop. And I think that'll help create more oxygen in this spot. I also may dig this out a little bit and make it a little bit wider, because most of this is fairly wide and this spot is pretty narrow. So but the good thing is the seam of plastics here, there's not a lot of rock, so it's easy to pull this back and do the work. And then it just continues on. It's just following a natural dip in the ground in this area. Still need many more rocks along here. If it overflows and goes off into that, I'm really not worried about that. But the average water flowing area will always be right here. And here's the spot I'm really excited about. That is generating some good oxygen for us. So that's really what I'm excited about. I think eventually I may have to put some flat rocks at the bottom here, just to keep it from washing out the dirt in that area. But also look at what the Meninos did. How good a job they did, you know, putting up the rocks and kind of making a little path there. Same thing on this side. So a lot of this was done post mountain bike accident. But the other thing, whoop, that's nice, is the sound. And when you're sitting up on the deck and you hear this, muito bom, as they say, it's really good. So I'm excited. These are the little things, now that we're done with the big projects here, that I've really been excited about getting to. So anyways, that'll conclude this video. I really appreciate you guys watching. Click like and subscribe. Share it to your friends. Come back and watch. Leave a comment, because I'll talk to you. All right, gonna head in, do some work in the house, get out of my easy style clothes because I can't put on jeans. All right, ciao for now. Talk to you later.